Hey y'all, Saucy with Higher Life Productions. You don't know me yet, but this is my palace of artistic creation. A path for those on the same wavelength, pushing to improve community, love, and education. Not in the silly, you gotta sit in one room for 6 hours wasting away kind of way, but we spent 18 years sitting to get pushed into a cubicle world that doesn't exist to serve our needs way. I tend to offer my views on society, how I can help my community, and how you, the viewers at home, can help. Because big things, they start small, and every one of us has something unique that makes us extraordinary. So come on down on my journey through spreading love, knowledge, and more importantly, community. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright, the current for-profit system ain't sustainable, as it puts the general public into a stance of boredom and depression, feeding those natural feelings with drugs to numb them and keep them complacent thinkers. Think, generations back, we were still in a farmer-based society where public life was very straightforward. People had little to do but experience, living day after day, waiting until the next to do it again. Now, it is so much more complicated. Constant flows of information rapidly develop our social structures, while the span of information is relatively short. Think memes in the early 2000s, which lasted years, with memes now taking hours to get boring, only for the constant data flow of information to drown that out. With a combination of greed and utter boredom, we now have quite the dilemma. To me, only education can face. We must build these communities on the internet, sharing and educating at a rapid rate and accelerating our social structures, concepts, and psyches at the same time. It is why the evil energy will never win. As many Martin Luther Kings you kill, just as many Malcolm X's are born to change the course of this world. And with instant transmission at all times, those in power are shaking in their boots, terrified of the waves of creation and freedom to come. It's why everything seems so crazy now, with the news reporting on as much fear-mongering politics, posting only the most divisive depictions of reality so it can keep the general populace distracted from unifying and understanding the power they have together, individually, and even with their own creation. It's all so instant but scary and monumentous for our society, going from not knowing about the other side of the world to being able to communicate in less than 30 seconds worldwide. Those in wars live on forever as we can document and inform the future generations. I mean, it's pretty crazy to think about. Really put that into perspective. The possibilities are endless. No matter how big that club wall gets built, the human race will never give up. To me, we are building a universal consciousness on the internet without even knowing it. It will forever change the societies of the future. Whether for better or for worse, nature will take its course. As for the universe, has a weird way of keeping things in an equilibrium state. Indeed, a state of which we are so out of tune will one day be like the air we breathe. We're on the cusp of a golden age, human creation, a renaissance that we've never seen before, where everyone can live being their most authentic self without having to live some life built for them by some wealthy baron or king. Just as Rockefeller saw to it that he invested what is today billions into the education system to have personal oversight on keeping the populace tax-paying individuals who don't question the policies in front of them, we must now invest in ourselves. Each and everything that makes us unique is attempting to be taken away by a group of people who would rather see the world burn than help their fellow man, and the only way we stop that is through education, love, and understanding. Even I love the man who has robbed generation, as he lacks everything that makes us human. But to me, that is worse than whatever hell humans muster up. For true love is the only thing that will outlast us, and raw authenticity is why those in power stomp out the seeds, as they are only in it for greed. Authenticity lasts far longer. Only we can craft that in the many worlds we see before us, as through the internet it melds groups, societies, and cultures. If we prioritize knowledge over fear, with love and understanding over hatred, then our fight will be just a little easier. And am I saying it's going to be all roses and gumdrop? No. We have to go against the grain instilled into us, and in no way should you make yourself weak. As to show love truly, one must be able to protect what is theirs. So understand your power in your mind, body, and energy, and more importantly, the beautifully limited time we have here. So make the absolute best out of every second. Know that love is not weakness, it is simply understanding. Hey guys, just want to say thank you for watching the video. Got a ton of new content on the way, from podcasts to cannabis content to how-to videos, a bunch of more investigative journalism, tons of new stuff. Stay in tune. Love you guys. Stay magical.